Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. We are doing Ultimate Alchemy again. Sorry, I lost my place there. My cat decided that it was just now is a good time to go insane, so... Alright, we'll get started, and then we'll have a little chit-chat. Howdy, Avery. Welcome. So, last we were here, we did a little bit of progress, but ran into a few more hurdles. And one of those hurdles was that I didn't have any good place to put things more permanently. So, as you probably can see in the background there, I have made a little bit of something. I don't think it's a great something yet, but I think I can turn it into something over time. So, we now have these little structures that are going to turn into more soon enough, but at least it gives me a framework to start with. And I should be able to use that to build some of our more permanent situations. And then down here it's going to curve under a little bit. I'm not done with the whole setup, I think, but it's close enough. I at least have places that I can put things, and that's important, because I need to put things in places. Alright, so let's see. To do diamonds, we needed all of those multi-block structures. Yes, I am back to Skyblock. Yes, this is specifically Ultimate Alchemy. It's quite a bit of a unique Skyblock, so I'm enjoying it. It starts off with infinite wood and infinite stone, permanent creative flight, and infinite hunger. So you don't have a lot of the same challenges that you would normally have in a Skyblock. Nope, you just get creative flight at the get-go. There's nothing given it to you. I have nothing equipped. The only thing I have equipped is a Ring of Magnetization and Manaseer Monocles. So yeah, it's quite a bit of a different pack than you would usually see. Alright, so and you also start off with the Builder's Wand, a Destruction Wand. You also start off with an Acceleration Wand. Hello, Pumpkin! Welcome. Could never die from falling, except for the part where you could potentially fall into the void, which I think still would kill me. I haven't tried yet, but I'm assuming. So Acceleration Wand is something that I need to figure out. Because I was watching a little bit of someone else play, just to see if I was missing something major. And turns out the Acceleration Wand is really the kicker. Hey, Demos. Diamonds do reflect light. Or they refract light, I think is more appropriate. Okay, that's that. Then we can go this way. Yeah, so that gives us a little standy point. I'm going to have to, once I get a swapping wand, I will probably swap all of this with different textures and whatnot. I might chisel it to something bricky or something like that. Just about everything is on the Twitch launcher. Anything that's not on the Twitch launcher is stupid. Okay, so this gives me the platform, and I think this entire front room would be fit for things. Deimos is part of this pack. I was literally just explaining that as you walked in. This pack gives you creative flight and infinite hunger to start off with, so you don't have to worry about that nonsense. And you also get infinite wood and infinite stone to start off with. This is on the Twitch launcher. That's exactly where I got it, and that's where I've been launching it from every night. Search harder? It's called Ultimate Alchemy. Mop, 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 mop. There we go. Alright, so what I might actually do is build on the second floor for my diamonds. The first floor, I think, might be something like my storage system or a decorative entryway even. I haven't decided yet. I do have the other side that I will eventually turn into something. That will be a mirror of that basically, so I have options, I think. But yeah, I think second level is going to be the diamond production. Okie dokie. So for diamond production, I need the arc furnace with lapis and compressed coal ball, which is made in the metal press, and then dense coal ball is a crafter, and then compressed coal ball is another metal press. And then I need a crusher for coal, and I need a crafter to make flint. I need a crafter, no, I need a smelter for the brick for the other coal ball. For the pulverized or crushed coal, I need coal, and to get coal, I need this, which is going to take in charcoal. So, yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff in this. So I think I will start on the end with the arc furnace, and then work my way backward from there, because that will be a little bit easier. I need to take this off because I keep hitting it. Alright, so for the arc furnace, I need the book. The book will tell me what to do. Heavy machinery. I need the arc furnace, which is going to be steel bits, steel blocks, crafter block, and then in the center is going to be the entirety of a blast furnace. Even more so. It's an entire blast furnace and then some? No, 24 reinforced blast brick. Okay, that was just me reading it wrong. Alright. Am I hearing banjo music? What the hell am I hearing? Martial Art Part 1 and 2 by Martial Art. Okie dokie. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to be. Alright, so we also need a cauldron. That's easy enough. I need steel sheet metal slabs and steel sheet metal. 6 blocks of steel, steel scaffolding, redstone engineering block, a light, 10 light engineering blocks, 5 heavy. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning and just get all these things. So let me dump that. Okay, so cauldron, that's easy. Cauldron is just iron. Done. Next up, we need 14 steel sheet metal slabs and 8 sheet metal. So let's do sheet metal, steel sheet metal. That is through steel plates. Okay. I don't have my hammer on me. I should get my hammer. Looks like I'm going to need to make another hammer. So Avery, I have some, but what I'm talking about is pure automation. So yes, I have some, and I can make some diamonds, but ultimately the goal is to automate it so I always have diamonds coming in, which means I have to start from the beginning. I've got, over here, I've got lapis, mostly automated. I'll have to move this and get that even more automated. But then I need to automate the production of charcoal, which then cooks into coal, which then pulverizes down, etc., etc., etc. We'll do the whole thing. It'll just take a little while here. All right, so sheet metal slabs. I need my hammer. So I need 4 for 4. So I need 8. Plus I need 16, 14. 14 slabs. The slabs are going to be 3 across as usual, so I will need 3 craftings, which means I need 9. I can only craft in sets of 4. So let's do... So that's going to be 3 craftings. The blue has mostly been automated. If we look at the blue, I've got water incoming this way, which is the stupidest method to get water ever. I have other methods available to me that I just didn't realize, but it works. Blue, 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 blue. I need to automate the insertion of gold powder here. And then over here, I need to automatically insert the polished diorite. So it's mostly inserted, they're just 2 manual inputs for now. Alrighty, Avery, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. It will definitely be up later. Okay, so that's 3 craftings, that's 12. That didn't work at all. So I need... half of this is just going to be going towards making the plates that I need. I need 9, so I need 4 more. There we go. That's all I need for now. Okay, so that will be... 8 and 12. These 12 can go across to make... Heh, I can't math. Mathing's hard. That's okay, I'll need that steel sheet metal later anyway. So I've got my 8 steel sheet metal and the 14 slabs. I need 6 blocks of steel, which I have here. 6 blocks of steel. I need 5 steel scaffolding. Steel scaffolding right here. And that is going to be steel ingots and steel rods. And then how many steel did I need? I need 5 steel scaffolding, which is a single crafting. So I just need 1 set of steel rods. Like so. Alright, next up. I need a redstone engineering block. No worries, Pumpkin. I appreciate lurkers just as much as active talkers. Redstone engineering block, done. Light engineering block, 10, and 5 heavies. So light, I need 10. And that means I need those doohickeys. What did I just use all of? Oh, my iron plates. Okay. I should probably make more of those. Where'd my hammer go? There's my hammer. Alright. 18. Sure. Why not? I made 3. That needs to be another hammer. Yeah, hammer time could be playing right now, but unfortunately, copyright infringement and all that nonsense. I think that'll do. There we go. Okay. So then light engineering blocks 10. And then I need 5 of the heavies, which requires electrum. I'm pretty sure I have pistons. I have 3. I need more. That'll do. 6 will do nicely. And I need these things, which means I need more steel sheets. Oops. Bah. Unfortunately, the hammer, once it's taken damage, does not shift-click in easily. So I need 6 of them, which means I need 24 sheets. Let's see if I can math properly this time. Yay, I mathed properly. Okay, so we got 6. That takes me hammer back. Alright, and the last thing that we need is the reinforced blast bricks, which are over here. So this blast furnace that I went through all the trouble of making and upgrading, already being taken down. Now I do have 238 blocks of steel, because I put in quite a few blocks of iron and just let it cook. Wow, okay. So yeah, that's still going. So I'm going to go ahead and take this thing apart. Apparently I filled up slag. Yeah, slag is filled at 2048. Oops. Ah well. So I need to take all this stuff apart. Give me this. Give me this. Yeah. I'll just let that stuff sit for now. Okay. So I have way too much steel now. I have everything else. Do have everything else. Alright, you can go right there. Yes. Okay. So now to figure out how to place the damn thing. I know you can make a projector, and I think now might be a great time for a projector. Projector. Sure. Hey, look, I have a projector. All right. So, I think I just craft when I'm on this page, I think is the answer to that. Displays instruction for making an arc furnace. Sweet. So middle click to rotate, left shift plus middle click to mirror. Okay, sure. Ah, okay. So middle click to rotate. That's going to be the front of it. I'm going to leave a space on the front. That didn't work. Right click? Yeah, right click. That doesn't leave any space in the back. Does a projector need, or does a arc furnace need anything in the back? Energy is input through the 3 connectors at the back, which I think is actually at the top. Redstone signal at the front to turn it on and off. Right-clicking the bucket at the front will open it. "12 slots on the left are input slots for metals. 4 slots on the right are for additives, so I do need space on the right, that's good. 7 slots at the bottom are 6 output slots and a slot for slag. Outputs are retrieved from the bucket at the front of the structure. Slag through the port at the back. So I do need the back accessible. That's good to know. So that means I need to move this whole thing forward a block. How do I, cancel? How do I cancel? How do I cancel? Yay! I guess that did it. Sure. So, that means that this thing needs to be middle click to rotate. Here? Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So now we can start placing shit. So let's grab that. I think that's it for now. Oi! Oi! Where'd he go? You son of a beach. Ah, okay. So you just need the projector in your hotbar to do it. Okay, got it. So, steel, bop, bop. And then we need scaffolding, bop. And then we need slabs. And then we need steel sheet metal here. Okay. And then we need one of the heavy blocks, I think. That's a light block or a heavy block? Heavy block. Alright, and then is that where the cauldron's supposed to go, even though it's not outlining properly? Yes, yes is the answer to that question. So you go there. You go there, there, and there. Heavy blocks go there, and there, there, and there. And then we've got steel. Okay. And then we need the reinforced blast bricks. Yipe. That's a 4. Okay. Alright, that's the thing. Then we need these 2 in the back. Imagine how much of a pain this is to build without creative flight or anything like that. It's quite obnoxious. Hooray! And then the green outline lets us know that it is indeed done. And we just need to tink it together a couple times with a hammer. Hooray! And then we have an arc furnace that's bright red. Yay! Arc furnace! Okay, so that's a thing. That's a thing that is did. So up here needs to go electrodes. In here needs to go the base material that's to be smelted, like iron. And here is the additives, like charcoal for making steel. And down here are the outputs. And then they can be extracted through... that's where slag goes. They can be extracted through here for the final output. And the inserts, I believe, are there and there for the metals and the additives. So, it's a hell of a machine, but hooray, we have it. Okay, so that's step 1. That was a hell of a step 1. So for diamonds, we go back over to here. We need the compressed coal ball to go in, and that needs to go into the left slot, the slot that's up here. And then over here goes the lapis. Okay. So to do that, we need. I know we will need a pair of metal presses. A pair of metal presses using the compression mold. So metal press. Let's get out our handy dandy book. That one's relatively simple. Steel scaffolding, redstone energy block, a piston, 2 conveyor belts, and a heavy engineering block. So I will need at least 1 more each of the engineering blocks. Need to go get me some more steel scaffolding. I don't know how much I will need, so I'm just going to grab a bunch. Alright, and then we also need conveyors. Oh, there's a whole bunch more conveyors than usual. Sweet. Alright then. So regular old conveyor belts. I'm going to grab 2 sets of those just in case. Alright, according to the book, I still need pistons. So I still need to make the engineering blocks, though. I need another redstone. And then I need heavies. I think 4 will do? No, I need more. Still need pistons. Go ahead and make myself stack pistons, because I kind of need a bunch of those. So I need a handful in my inventory. There we go. So that's more heavies. Are we done? We are done. Now, the tricky part is going to be how to place this. Don't exactly know the answer to that yet. One thing I'm curious about, though, is... I think I shall, if it'll let me. So we have conveyor belts, and we have a couple options. We do have vertical conveyor belts, and the covered will help me avoid magnet problems. So I think I will need some covereds, and then I will need the vertical. Vertical has made that away. Okay. I think I need the extracting for that to work. No, but we will be doing this as much with these conveyor belts as possible because it'll look cooler. So once I figure out what I need, I will put them there. So we are on the metal press, so we can do this. Alright, so this is the input, so if we put it near it, I think I need to do 2 away. Because that will let me conveyor out and then up, I think. Or can I just conveyor up? I am curious how the ups work, because there doesn't appear to be any sort of angles to make it go from straight to up. I'm probably gonna have to fiddle with that and try it out. So I might be able to just do the straight up, which means 1 space away. Maybe. Let's try that out. Worst case, I have to rebuild the darn thing. Piston, you are not right. There we go. Alright, so then this needs to go that direction, and that direction, and then we need a heavy on top. Boom! We have pressing matters. Alright, so next up, so compressed coal ball. we need a dense coal ball, which means we need a crafter. So this crafter is going to have to be right in the middle. And that crafter is just going to be taking in compressed coal balls and bricks. Okay. Now, I know that Immersive Engineering does have a crafting machine. Unless that was changed. Multi-block constructions? That's just how to make the things. Not seeing it. Assembler! There we are. Okay, so that is going to be... a fairly sizable machine, actually, just to do some crafting. Okay. I have no idea how this thing works. I might have to use something that I know works. That'll be fine. Okay, so let's make another one of these ready to go. No, I don't want the assembler. Heavy machinery, metal press. There we go. Alright, so that's that. We'll need a crafter, and I think I just want to use these crafters, because these crafters are really good. The other good crafters are these RF Tools crafters. But I don't believe I will need those, honestly. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah, let's do that. So, I just need this machine frame. And I'll need 2 of them. And I don't have crafting tables. Let's make crafting tables. Ha! I was clicking the wrong one. Alright, so 1 and 2. So these crafters will make the thingies needed. Now this cannot auto output. So I need something else in this space. And that will have to be an extracting conveyor. Just to stick with the theme. So covered extracting conveyor. A whole bunch of things I don't have, actually. Well then. I'll have to do a regular conveyor and fix it later, I think. Do I have the means to make an extracting? I do not. Well then, let's get some stuff planted. So tough fabric, I need industrial hemp. I should have the seed already, I believe. Yes, I do have the seed. How about I really wish I had a chest mover. As far as I can tell, I don't have a quick and easy chest mover. That's unfortunate. Because I could just swap out one of these, because I don't need both of these going anymore. Let's do this. Let's get a spot for mushrooms ready to go. Probably will never need to craft a single mushroom ever again. Lame. How much crap can I fit into my pocket? The answer is, I don't believe very much. I can dump that one. I think I can dump the hammer and the axe and that thingy for now. That'll do. And it's full. I think I need regular dirt for this. You gonna go? You gonna do the thing? Yay! It did the thing! So now that will eventually grow up, and I will have the ability to do that covered doohickey. And I already have 4, so yeah, that'll happen fairly quickly. Alright, so that's going to be right here. And then just to make it look semi-pretty, we'll stand it on something. Hey Zyron, welcome. I need to keep reminding myself how to do things. So I just need the dense coal ball in here. And that's that. I can set the recipe after I have these things. We're gonna need bricks, which means we need a furnace, probably a redstone furnace. And then I'm gonna need these compressed coal balls, which is another metal press. So I'm gonna go ahead and put down my next press. And I think I can do it directly adjacent. think. We'll do it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No worries. It'll be fine. I am doing just wonderfully. How about yourself? Yay. Okay, so anything coming out of this should immediately dump into that machine that I just threw my pick at for no apparent reason. So I shouldn't have to do any sort of piping or inserting. Should work. Should is always the key there. So then I need coal balls to go into there, which means I need another crafter. And then I need flint, which means I need another crafter. Now I could potentially do a crusher, for example, which would just turn gravel into flint, but I'm not that concerned about it because 3 gravel equals a flint. It's not optimal, but it'll do. So what I could do then is I could have a single crafter that can craft both of those things, because these crafters can hold 2 recipes in them. So then that will be directly here. Oh, it's good to hear, Zyron. Okay. So then, in this crafter, I will do the recipe for... Let's see if it'll let me do this. I think you can do it from JEI. So flint. Yes, you can do it from there. Okay. So I need not the bio coal, I need the regular old coal ball on this one. So this one will take in pulverized coal, and it will take in apply, and it will take in gravel. So once I got some of those resources, I can set these input slots so that you can always have that amount in here. So I'll set 3 input slots to gravel, at least 1 input slot for flint, because it needs to be able to hold that. Now with this one, this flint recipe, I need the results of the crafting operation will go into the internal buffer, because this flint is not going to be used for anything else other than crafting the coal balls. So apply that, and these coal balls can go into the external buffer. Okay, that will do nicely. That means I can come over here and configure this one ahead of time too. So I need dense coal balls in this one. And that one can just go straight to the external buffer. Perfect. No, actually, whenever you said you were going to show me another ship, I never saw another one come through. I thought you forgot to send it or something. But no, I only saw the first ship that you sent from... Oh shit, I forgot where you said it was from. That first ship that you sent. That's all I got right now. My brain doesn't go that far back, unfortunately. Okay, so in here then, I need gravel, and lots of it. If I do compressed gravel, I think that will be the easiest, because compressed gravel can pulverize down, or compressed cobble can pulverize down into compressed gravel, and I don't need to worry about any secondary outputs. I could potentially do just gravel, and then potentially get that secondary output of sand. But that's not really ideal, because then I have to deal with that sand. I could upgrade the pulverizer to burn off all of the secondary and only produce this, but I could do the same thing with compressed. So that's fine enough. So that means I need a barrel, and I need a drawer to compress automatically, because that's the fastest known way of doing that, so that's perfectly fine. Once I've got my gravel, it needs to go two places. It needs to go in here to compress, or to craft into flint, and then it needs to go into a furnace behind here to smelt into bricks to go into here for this dense cobalt. So I need gravel going two places, and that means that I need a couple things. I need one of these. I'm going to grab this one right here, because that's not even supposed to be there. Where'd my temple bricks go? Temple bricks. There we go. So let me go grab this one. Even though I could very easily, cheaply, and freely make another one, I want to fix this little hole as well. Wait, I didn't dig a hole there. Where did I dig the hole? I swear to God I broke one of these things. Aha! I broke this one. Yeah, well, frag it. Frag it. Takes less effort to make a new one. Less effort to make a new one. So I need this item barrel. I need drawers. Specifically 2 of them. I need a couple of the item transfer nodes. I'll grab all of them because I don't know how many I actually need. Okay. There we go. Alright, so let's work backwards on this. I need item barrel. I need compacting drawer. Ooh, that brings up a good question. Not filter. These conveyors, extracting conveyor belts, I don't think they can be filtered. I think they just extract. Where did I see the conveyors again? Simple machines? Yeah, conveyor belts. Okay, so can these be filtered? That's interesting. Sneak right click with a hammer to change the input side and a wire cutter to adjust the tick rate. Alright. It does not appear. Does not think those are filtering? So if there's no filtering, then I have to do this the unfortunately harder way. Or rather, the slightly less prettier way, but that's fine. Item translocators can do their thing. So this can go here then. And these can go here and here. This will be gravel. And then into the gravel will go a pulverizer. So I need a pulverizer and a redstone furnace. So let's make both of those. Pulverizer. Alright, and then redstone furnace. Alright, so redstone furnace is going to go right here. Which we can, for now at least, turn off all the configs. And that's going to output down here. guess I don't need to do the conversion, or the translocators here. I can move this down one. Because that can just auto output. And then we can input top. Okay. And then translocator top. And then another drawer right here. Come on. Okay. And then translocator on the side of that. So this will be cobble. Filtering down to grind up into the gravel. That's the word I was looking for, gravel. And then in here, we'll move up to here. We'll filter those in a minute. And then I need the barrel. Probably should be making use of some of this height, shouldn't I? Okay, so cobble is going to go right into here. I need to turn that on for a brief moment. So I can have a compressed cobble, which is going to go into this filter. Like so. That's going to compress down into the compressed gravel, which is going to go into here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab one of those from elsewhere for filtering purposes. There we go. Okay, then I need to grab my key. Alright then. So that's, for the most part, all of it. I will do glowstone, I think, on a couple of these. So glowstone will make it output stacks. And that's just to speed things up. No, don't throw the damn glowstone. Alright, so that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. Okay. And actually, I didn't want that filter. Let me fix that. I don't want that filter. I want regular gravel going in. There we go. So then what I'll do is I'll do this and remember. So that means that gravel will always be in those 3 slots. And then I think I will go ahead and make some flint. Let's do 3 flint. 3 flint can go there, remember? Good. Now what I could potentially be doing is I could also be extracting flint and have that available on the network as well from this craft, but I could just as easily make a second system elsewhere so as not to interrupt this process, because this process needs to be running if I'm going to have diamonds. So that's a thing. Whee! How are we doing with this? Whoa, we're doing marvelously with that. We've already got 244. Okay. So how much do I need? I need 6, 8, about a stack, roughly. Oops. That'll do for now. And then I need aluminum rods or steel rods. Doesn't particularly matter, but aluminum is a little bit easier to make. Actually, iron rods are also one of them, so let's do that. Okay, so we got strip curtain. I wonder what these are good for. Can we put them anywhere? We can technically put them somewhere, I guess. They hang down, apparently? It's the weirdest thing ever. There's gotta be a purpose to these things, right? Not a freaking clue. They're weird. Alright, so, this... Okay, and then we need to cover those with scaffolding. Hopefully that'll do. I've never played with these before because these are actually new for the version that I'm playing right now. So if we do this... Not where I wanted you to go, doll. Give me back. So I think we need to hammer that to rotate it. Okay. 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 I think I need to get some vertical conveyor belts to see how that works. Because I want to be able to vertical that. So hopefully I can just do that. I think I have to press something to find out if that's going to work though. Looks kind of janky. That wasn't the one I wanted. I want the other one. Sure. I'm definitely gonna have to play with that. Unfortunately, I can't easily test these conveyors unless I have something coming out of here. I could put them on the ground and have a box. Let's test those out. Because I feel like I need to know how these things work first. So we'll have that there. Now the question is, do we have to put it here? We do have to put it there. Okay. That's how that works. What you talking about, Demos? What you talking about? So does that mean this whole setup needs to move over a step for that to work? Just Dwight? Okay. So the other question then is, can I do it without the inserters? I could just put it right here. No, because it's not recognizing as being connected to the metal press. Fascinating. Okay. Because I was planning on doing these covered extractors right here, which would pull out from this machine here. But I could scoot this whole setup over a step or two to give room for this. Feels like a thing I gotta do. Alright, fuck it. Tear it down! Nothing like starting over, right? The hell? Alright, start over. Start completely and totally over, I guess. Alright, so you're gonna go a scooch away. Okay. That's gonna happen. Alright, so now I just need to get all this crap placed again. That. And that. Come on, Piston, cooperate. There we go. Because it actually does need to face down. Okay, so that's that one done, and now we should be able to do the conveyors. So I will do a regular old covered conveyor here, and then a few ups. So regular old covered conveyor can go here. And then a couple ups, like so. Then I'll figure out how to drop it onto their animate, because that's going to have to be a different type of conveyor that I haven't built yet, and I don't know if I have room for that yet. So this is going to hold like so. Alright. This recipe. Yeah, that recipe. That's gonna go here. That's gonna go there. And this one's already got the dense coal ball. Perfect. All the recipes stay. That part, I was not looking forward to having to do it again. Alright, so next up we need another, whatchamacallit, doohickey. Okay, and then we got another one of these thingies. Alright, so we're back to roughly the beginning. Pulverizer. I need this first. That needs to be filtered to... Where'd my gravel go? Aha! Gravel. Gravel. Lucky lock. Pulverizer. Same setup. Okay. And then this one. So this I think I'm gonna put right here, just cause I guess that's all I got. That's all I got really. Okay, so that's happening there. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so if we do bop, then we've got a whole boatload of stuff happening quick. Yeah, that. Did I even filter that? I didn't filter that. I should filter that, just in case. Luckily, it took the compressed cobblestone, so I didn't have to fight that one. And then you are filtered for gravel only. Okie dokie, that's a start. So that's going to flow that way, that way, that way, and then that way. And all the stuff's going to go this way to do these things, and then up here it'll eventually get dropped to there. Alright, so now I need to make a dropping conveyor belt. And that's going to be an iron trapdoor. And can I cover that? Please tell me I can cover that. Can't cover that. Well, poopy. Alright. Now the other question is, how do I get a straight conveyor to do that? I'm guessing a covered would work? I don't know. I might need to do another up, I think. Let me try that. Because if I did this here... No, it didn't convert over. Okay. Fine. You know, I'm sure these conveyors are useful when you know what you're doing with them. But when you don't know what you're doing with them, kind of pain in the ass. What if I took another covered? So if I put another covered here... no. No. Fascinating. And there's not enough information in the book to tell you how those things work. So I think... probably going to need to fiddle with it. Most likely. Most likely going to need to fiddle with it. So in the meantime, I'll do a regular old conveyor there and hope for the best. Because ultimately, you can miss entirely and miss some more. Fuck it. One of these times I'll get it right. So throw. There we go. That's how that's supposed to work. Can I throw in here? No. Okay. Aha! So that's the goal, is to get those items moving. The cupboard is to prevent my magnet from picking that up. But if that ain't gonna work, then I don't know. So, how do I clear this thingy? Oh well. So this all looks right. The only thing that I need now is the presses to go under here, and that's going to be made over here. I need the blueprints for the metal press molds. Five steel plates and engineer's wire cutters, I guess. Yep, looks about right. So I do not have the wire cutters, so I need to make those. Simple enough. And then I need the plates again. I might need another wire cutters. I'm not sure if that goes in or if that's just a tool required. So let's do this. Wire cutters. That. No. The wire cutters is just a tool needed. Good to know. Alright, so I need to put these on here.
This time, make sure they're all dead.
Alright, is there anything I'm missing from that setup? Aside from power. I still need power. Power is a thing. So let's do power. I can do power. So I need another flux plug doohickey. Removing energy from the flux network, yes. So I need that, and then I need conduits. And actually, do I want to do conduits? Or do I want to do relays? Because this whole setup is kind of designed for... Where's the power input on this thing? Normally power inlet looks like this, but I'm not seeing power inlet on this. I'm pretty sure. Ah, right there. Okay, so those are the high density plugs needed. So, I think just to avoid problems with the network, I'll put this here. Because that will allow it to suck as much power as it possibly can, as quickly as it can. And then I can use that to power the rest of these. So I think, for at least these two for the looks, I think I want to use the immersive engineering power. Just because it'll look neat. Let's do HV? Can I do HV? Do I have terracotta yet? Four? 3. 576. What the hell is 576 divided by 144? Stupid math. 4. 4 is the answer to that. So I need 4 clay per terracotta. And terracotta, I need 4 for this. And then this is going to be crushed iron, green, and glass. That I can do. That's steel and aluminum, that's no problem. So the terracotta is what I need, so I need at least 12, but I'm going to put in... numbers. 70? Let's put in 70. 70 sounds like a number. I have 2. Luckily, I have more over here. $70. Let's do that. Alright, and then that is just poured out into the basin, yes. I did adjust these to be redstone control, and then these are liquid translocators to move that fluid very quickly, because the pouring out of these faucets was really, really slow. Did not have the patience for that. So, I just need to wait for this to burn down so I have at least one that I can pour. And that's how fast it pours, just instant. And I'll need to filter that. Netherrack can come off of this filter, because I have that coming from elsewhere. There we go, there's that. Alright, so, let's do the wire coils while we wait. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, that's right. I need the plates first. Four? 4. And then steel is also plates. Okay, that'll be 8 wires. And then I need these wire relays, which is aluminum and then insulating glass. I need some pulverized iron. How much do I need? I need 4. I just need 4, so I need 4. 4. That's it, just 4. I hear terracotta coming. Four. And then I should have green? I don't have green. I need to make green. Sure. It will be easier to just make green over here. Not use all of my green this time. Green. And it should just be regular old glass that I need. That's fine. Made too much green. And then just 1 stack of 8. Alright, and then I've got enough for this as well. The rest of the terracotta in, put that in, that in. Okay, that'll do. And then the other thing that I need is something to put stuff on. So I need... I think I need a ceiling on this place. The ceiling, I did not plan for this thing being so damn tall. So I might have to scooch the next floor up a little bit or leave this open. Like I could have this an open floor plan kind of deal. That might be okay. Oops, missed.
Your audience must be impressed, or you're wasting.
Alright. So these relays then need to go roughly here. That should do. Ow. Son of a bitch. Maybe I won't use those. Alright, one hit from that damn near killed me. Because that is basically counting as live wire. So maybe I don't use those. Holy hell. I was used to using the low voltage ones and they just kind of poke you a little bit and it's kind of worth ignoring, but that was 6 hearts of damage almost instantly. And I'm noticing my hunger is not going back up. I'll have to keep an eye on that. That would be funny if that broke my game. Ah, there's my hunger. Must take a while to kick in. So basically, you can die in this pack if you try hard enough. Good to know. Mental note, note to self, etc. What was I going to look for? We have insulated LV and MV, but we do not have insulated HV. So I could drop that down to MV if I wanted and do insulated. Just so as not to kill self, because not killing self would be kind of nice. Welcome back, Avery. Not killing self would be kind of nice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not kill self. That means we need to drop all these to the MV. So for MV, we've got MV wire connector, MV wire relay. Not nearly as pretty as the HV wire relay, but it'll do. HV goes into the box to be forgotten and ignored because I don't want to die. HV is nice. It does transmit 4096 RF per tick, but that still is on the extremely low end of what things actually need. So, yeah. So Electrum. How many do I need? 8 to make 4. Yeah. Okay, and then I need this. And then I need creosote oil buckets. I need tough fabric again. Aha! I need to go get more. This way. Ba-doop. Okay, then I need to get my bucket. I still need to actually figure out a bag solution. And I think I will do that next, because I'm kind of tired of chasing down all my tools. Alright, so insulated MV wire coil. It'll hopefully not murder me. I like not being murdered sometimes. So MV, and then a relay. Hooray! I can fly through them without dying. Alright. That is actually a new addition to this version as well. Because this version of Immersive Engineering, or the previous version, did not have any damage or interaction with the wires whatsoever. Or rather, there was interaction with the wires, but not damage. There was a tool that you could use to actually swing along the wires, which was really awesome. That's still in this version, but since I have flight, it's kind of unnecessary. But still. It's kind of neat. Alright, so now we have power to these things, and you can see 16,000 kilo-IF, I guess, is the term. Alright. So then we just need to power these. And that can be done through a straight wire coming all the way across here if I wanted. But I also would like to figure out where this redstone furnace is going to do its thing first. So I think the redstone furnace is going to come back this way. The back is going to be output. And I think this side can be input. I think. And then we're going to have gravel coming from here. So I think I might want to do more covered doohickeys. So let me grab more conveyor belts. Just to stick with the theme. I need conveyor. And then I've got 6 steel scaffolding. I don't know if that's enough, but I can make them on the fly. Because in here we need the bricks, and that's just smelted up gravel. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's make 5 first. Don't know why that made 6, even though I took off. Whatever. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. So we need to go bop, 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 and bop. And then we need to rotate those. Okay. And then I just need to get it from in here. I do not know if I can do this, but I'm going to try. If I can do the item transceivers or not, or translocators. So let me do that. Like so. I need a piece of gravel to filter that. Does it work? It does work. Hooray! Okay. So that means that we've got gravel going this away to get burned and this away to get converted. Okay. This is already full of double compressed cobble, which is good. I'm not worried about this at all. It's just going to be a thing, and it's going to sit there and do nothing for quite some time. So power can run this away. Now, alternately, I could power them with these wires. No, fuck it, why not? That's yet again my motto of this pack. So I need more of the insulated MV wire coil. And then I need more of these. Oops. Electrum, where are you, Electrum? Any buckets? Oh, I already had some. That's fine. Buckets. Alright. That'll do for now. And then I need more connectors, possibly another relay. I need more terracotta. I apparently did not make enough terracotta. Fix that later. Whee! Alright, so you can go here and get yourself connected up, doing your smelty thing. You can get connected up here. That means that you'll need a relay. To do your thing. And you're doing the grindy. Perfect. Alright, so you are going to have bricks. You can do that. Remember that, please. Okay. So that's most of what we got here. So we need coal coming into here. Pulverized coal coming into this thing. And that means I will most likely have to take over the bottom. I need to make sure this thing is working properly. No, because we've got an input turned off. That would be why. Input on, please. That's happening. Okay, they're splitting good. So that's happening, that's happening. I did not, however, remember to power this thing. So I'm going to need to move this. There we go. So that moves that out of the way. So this thing needs power, but it also needs coal. Pulverized coal, specifically. So that means I need another input. That's terrifying sometimes. Okay. There's a whole lot going on here. There's a whole lot going on here. Now, granted, I could be doing this a hell of a lot more compressed. I'm actively using the item translocators when I could be using the conduits from Ender.io, which help compact things a lot. I'm using the conveyor belts, which also are taking up a lot of extra space. So yeah, I'm definitely making this a little bit harder on myself than it probably should be, but it's kind of more fun that way. So let's see, I need to take this machine, which is a 3x3, and it needs to be providing coal into here. Oh, just doing stuff, Doc. What's up? How you doing? This is now being made more difficult by myself. I am making it harder on myself, essentially. Don't I know it? Mine came as well, but not in time for me to set it up. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna figure out how I want to use this thing. But yes, I got my Stream Deck as well. I'm really excited for it. It's a really snazzy piece of thing. It feels really nice. The buttons feel pretty responsive. The build on it feels really solid. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So how's the software? I heard that the software is really kind of the key to the whole thing. I did get the 15-button one, yes. I debated on the Mini, but the 15-button one came on sale and I just couldn't resist. Shit, icon creation tool. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so how do I power this one and this one? So the item transmission is really what's taking up a lot of space. Yes, that is water and not a giant jug of vodka, Avery. just good old H2O. So if I were to take this setup right here and turn this into Ender.io conduits, I could then simultaneously power and transmit items on all one face. So I'm really creating a bigger problem for myself than I really need to. Because I still need to get power into here, and I need to get another item into here. And if I were to do it the same method here, I'd be out of faces really fast. So I might switch that over to item conduits in the back. Because it's not terribly visible anyway, so I guess it's not that huge of a deal. Alright, so let's get some conduits and do stuff. I need energy, I need item. That will help me figure out where my next steps are. I think that means this needs to scoot back. So energy. This could even be on top just to make it visible. 'Cause sure, why not? Ah, hell. It can go on top even more. It can go on top. That means that this can then output on the bottom. Wow. Alright. You already got a whole bunch of bricks. So that is the thing I'm going to have to limit pretty quickly. And then I need that. Okay. So this one, this can be a non-extract. That can be a filtered insert. Need my filters. Do I have filters? I have a filter. I need more filter. 4 filters to do for right now. Okay, so ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. This is a filtered input. For gravel only. This one, I will need to filter input later. I need to solve that problem quick. Alright, so let's see. You're good on your own. You're going to be nothing, because I don't need you to do anything. You are going to extract and put there. That's a filtered input, so it doesn't matter what's extracting here. You are going to be... Yeah, you're going to be a filtered insert just for pulverized coal. Do I have pulverized coal for the filter? I do! Okay, and that's fine because this is already providing the gravel that direction. Okay, that's a thing. If I did this... The more obnoxious method of remembering. Okay, so that will filter it so that it'll just store a bunch of gravel. It's got storage spots for flint, it's got storage spots for all the coal, and then it's good. So that can go bop. Oh, that's snazzy. Yeah, mic mute was already something I was planning on doing. The game and mic volume up and down I probably should do, but I find that I don't adjust it too terribly often. That tweet idea is interesting. I will have to consider that for when I actually have Twitter followers. I think I have 4. But yes, absolutely a good idea. I still don't know how to Twitter, by the way. It's not in my nature to be that sharing that often. Alright, so that's ready, that's done, that's a thing, that can go away. You can just go in there. Flint, cobalt, everything's ready to go here. So I just need to provide power to this whole setup here. So that can go... Where do we want power to go? That can go right there. Alright, so you now have power to turn all of that flint. And suddenly I have all the flint I could ever want. Done! Alright. Now, for the extraction. How does this trigger? Because it's clearly not extracting anything that I have. Because nothing's going to the output, right? So I need to grab some of my pulverized coal and make sure it works. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that part works, but this part doesn't work. This part doesn't stop. It just dumps. Well, fine then. Be that way. You're obsolete. Okay. Can I do it this way? Nope, that doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, that'd be snazzy. As soon as I figure out the kind of stuff that I would do on a regular basis, that would definitely be handy. Okay, so how do I get items from here to here without it being fugly and without it being stupid? Because those covered extracting conveyor belts did not quite go to plan. Because it ended up just dumping stuff out. Conveyor, conveyor, wire, wire, energy conduit, wire, conveyor, nitor, okay. I like where you're going with that, Avery. The only problem that I see to that is that I don't want items floating out in the world. So I would rather the vacuum hopper not be the answer to that, because that would just leave items floating all over the damn place and constantly cycling. So I would rather the items just not go until they are needed. I could do the translocators. It just looks kind of goofy. I could do item conduits, but that looks kind of goofy. No, I get it, Doc. I get you are excited. I am still mentally processing. I'm still trying to figure out like the kind of stuff that I do on a regular basis that I would like. So, you know, I'm planning on switching. I've got all my scenes set up. I've got all my scenes set up on control 1 to 5, and that's how I control my, you know, starting soon, my going live, my BRB, my end screen, that kind of stuff. So I already plan on setting those up as buttons. I do have mute buttons for both Discord for when I'm co-streaming, and for the OBS, so that, you know, if sounds are happening in the background that I don't want people to hear, I can just smash that mute button quick. So I definitely plan on having those two separate mute buttons, because that'll be handy. Still processing. Yeah, I could do the vacuum hopper thing, worst comes to worst there. I don't want anything to be constantly running if it doesn't have to be. And the vacuum hopper only has so much space. And if I do this thing the way I'm supposed to be doing it, which is overkill, the vacuum hopper will be overloaded very quickly. For right now, I will do the item translocators, because it's an easy answer, and they work quickly, and they work well. And I happen to have the space for them. So I'm going to do that. And that's just a simple... Just simple, boom. It moves them over only when there's space for them. And that's happening. Okay. So now these... I have 8. I want there to be 8. Let's do on to activate for now, so I can do this. Remember. Brick can be remember. So right now, so Doc, do you remember the process to make lapis, the whole bluing process? I don't remember if you were here for that. This is a similar process. It expands on that, because you need lapis to do it. This is making diamonds. So basically, you start off over here, you grind down... I did blue myself real good, and now that I blued myself, I need to make myself rock hard. So I need to turn cobblestone into compressed, grind that down into gravel, turn that gravel into flint with this crafting recipe here, and then add some pulverized coal in, and smash it all up into a coal ball, run it through this metal press to press it into these compressed coal balls, and then turn that into a dense coal ball by wrapping it all around a brick, run it through another metal press to compress it even further, and then jam it all up into this big old honkin' machine here, which is the arc furnace, and this will take in lapis and those double compressed coal balls, and they will combine them in to make diamonds. Oh, I thought about what I said, Avery. I thought about it long and hard, and it just slipped out anyway. Yes, I did. I did indeed. Alright, so that's going to go here, and that's going to go here, and that's going to get turned back on again. So this is getting compressed. Kershmash. Now the challenge that I have is getting this up into the machine. So that worked. Compressed coal ball. Okay. Diamond. So diamond will make... Cobalt, lapis, arc furnace. Cobalt, lapis. Okay, so I was just checking the machine to make sure that it did what I wanted it to do in the right order. There we go. So compressed cobalt on the left side, and lapis will be on the right side. So now we need to get lapis over here. It kind of does look like a freaking tank, and it's amazing. Immersive Engineering, that's the mod that does these machines here and this machine here. It's got some really, really impressive the multi-block structures is what they're called. And this is the arc furnace, and it basically, if you take the concept of an arc furnace, you jam a whole bunch of electricity into something until it melts, and then awesomeness. The other machines I haven't built yet, but I kind of plan on it. One of them is a diesel engine, and it sounds like a diesel engine. It puts out so much frickin' sound, but it makes a lot of power, and I love it. But this one is important for making faster steel, as well as being able to make certain alloys. Can I click on the... There's no button. There's no button. Okay, fine. So that means I can go over here, clicky this thing, clicky this thing. So I can make steel this way, which is going to take a lot less power and a lot less coal than the current method. I can make various alloys, more alloys, more alloys. It's also a method of smelting down ores, but I'm not going to get ores in this pack, so it's not relevant. And then over here, it's also a really fast method for cooking down ingots in a normal pack. This pack, it's not relevant, but in a normal pack, it can smelt down ingots really freaking fast. The other thing that it can do that I will need, I'm sure, is going to be probably the Draconium. I don't know for sure. This might be smeltable regularly. But also, where is it? The HOP graphite ingot. HOP, I don't remember what that stands for. Oh, I need to make an industrial squeezer. Because I need HOP. Balls. Well, industrial squeezer time, because I need one of those. I need one of those for this thing to work. So I need to go back to here, squeezer. Yes. Well, pencil, perhaps. Huge, oversized pencil. Because it is a giant graphite rod. So, let's go with that. So what does this thing actually take to make? 6 steel scaffolding. I have 1. So let's make more scaffolding. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Alright. They do. They do. Especially when you rub everything all over them. With it. There we go. That didn't work. Oh, yeah. I guess I haven't done an overview of those recently. So I'm working very slowly on building structures. And ultimately, this wide one here is going to be replicated on this side, but these 2 buildings are in the way, so I need to move that shit first. But ultimately, it's going to look kind of sort of like that. I haven't decided if I want them to be like higher and more arced. But ultimately, I have plans for something to be suspended between all 4 of these. So there will be 4 of these, that one will be in place as well. And there will be something suspended hanging down from the center. And I may also have a little platform on the top of multiple of these. I haven't decided exactly what's going to be up there yet, but there's one thing that needs to be up there. So these, I think, might need to be a higher arc, perhaps. And maybe a little bit more of like a hook action rather than a flat platform. It should be enough room for everything, but if not, I have some plans for down here as well. Just going to be a big curved flat space. I'm going to do some of the Botania stuff down here, because Botania needs a lot of wide open flat space. And then Thaumcraft is one of the things that I think needs to be on a platform on the top. And I might have it kind of rested on the top. I'm still thinking through the exact logistics of how it's going to work, but it's going to be like a 12 by 12 structure, roughly. So that's going to sit in the middle, kind of on the top. And then the thing that's going to be suspended in the bottom is roughly a 12 by 12 structure as well. And that's going to look really awesome if I can get that hanging properly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But they're slowly work in progress, and they're probably going to change repeatedly over time, but I needed something to put stuff in so that I could stop telling myself that I don't want to keep placing stuff down. Because ultimately I was stopping myself from putting stuff down with the idea that I was going to move it later anyway. So yeah, now I have places to put stuff. But yeah, like this room, for example, the blue room, I need to figure out where I can put it. Because I do want it to still look blue and stuff, but if it's going to be nestled inside of like this one, for example, I want it to still look blue, but it's going to look really weird if just this floor was blue from the outside. So I kind of have to figure out how that's going to happen. I mean, I do have vodka upstairs. Not much, because I don't really care for vodka all that much, but it's not something I would typically chug. I'd probably go for the rum if I was going to do that. Alright, so is all this happening? Is all of it happening well, is the main question. This one, that one, this one, that one. This is happening, but it's being all transitioned into here. It's almost done. This is happening. Was happening. I did filter that, right? I didn't set it up right. Haha! Back is input. Bottom is output. Yeah, that's right. And then this, I forgot to turn on. Helps to turn on when you are extracting things. Good thing vein mine is not in this, because that is a legitimate concern, especially in skyblocks. Absolutely legit concern. Let's see. Since you're only going to be these dense balls and bricks, I think I can safely do that. There we go. Alright, so is this still happening? Is this doing what it's supposed to do? You're almost full. One more of this should do it. Now this is happening because this got coal, gravel. Hooray! Okay, so that part's happening. That part's all working right. Well, that's a problem. Oh, Doc. I would, except for it's... What the hell day is it? Is it still Monday? Yeah, it's still Monday. Just for a little bit longer. And I do work tomorrow, so I shouldn't. Okay, so the next thing that I need... I probably should make a lapis chest. But for right now, I can just take 4 stacks. Never mind, I don't have 4 stacks. I will take 1 stack. So that can go there. Unless I have this the wrong way. No, I just don't have the HDP yet. So I need HDP. That can go there. That can go there. Is it HOP or HDP? It is HOP. Okay. So I need HOP graphite dust. What is that? That's the industrial squeezer and coke dust. Awesome. And then coke dust is coal coke, which I haven't made yet. I might have to use this thing instead, because this is something I can speed up. This one, I can't speed up as much. And that takes coal. Okay. That also takes coal. Well, frack. The hardest part about this is getting coal. Because I need regular old coal. And the only way that I can get coal is from... I can duplicate coal with a lot of mana, eventually. But the only way I can do it is getting pulverized charcoal and then turn it into coal in the coke oven. And that's the only thing I can do. And that it's not necessarily slow, but it's definitely not a fast process, especially the pulverizing charcoal part. So I need another pulverizer, and I need my coke oven, and then I need another coke oven. There are no monsters in this pack, so I cannot do a wither skeleton spawner. Okay, so I need another coke oven. I could probably just take this coke oven. You like the walls? I did finally find them. They are temple blocks. I thought they were nice and subdued enough that they didn't really like overpower everything. I did end up putting these on the floor just at the entrance and around it, just for lack of anything else to put there, really. But I thought it turned out alright. I just need to figure out how to take this and turn it into one of these areas, somehow. Don't know how yet. I don't think I need to make more terracotta, because I'm going to use this. I'm going to take this one down and use this one over here somewhere for the conversion of crushed charcoal into coal. And then I'm going to make the other thing. So I need two things. I need pulverizer. That's easy enough. What am I missing? Oh, gravel. Okay, so I need the pulverizer for the charcoal. You don't like the connected texture part? What would you suggest there instead? Because I am somewhat interested in making the place look pretty, so if this isn't doing it for you, I'm curious to hear what else you have in mind there. And so we've got pulverizer for the charcoal, and then coal coke. I need this coke, which means I need the pyrolytic conversion in a redstone furnace. Okay. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to undo the connected texture. It's kind of an automatic deal. I was trying to keep everything blue-ish on that specific spot. Stop it! This gear specifically. Oh, I'm out of bricks. Wait, I have bricks. I have bricks right here. Alright. And then I need a pyrolytic conversion, which turns the redstone furnace into making creosote. And that is going to be nether brick, copper plate, I can do that. Invar gear. I need more Invar. Well then. I don't know what you mean by connected texture, but connected texture to me is when you take a block like this. So if we take this, go mya. That is the standard single texture, and the connected texture is what automatically happens when you put more than one of them together. So I don't know what you're referring to, but this is kind of like the standard definition of connected texture. So what do you mean? Invar. Invar is iron and nickel. That's technical I need. So are you just saying that the textures in the corners don't really match up well? Oh, gotcha. So if I took these... Ah, that breaks a little while. Alright, Avery, good luck with that. You're talking about putting these out like so, and then having more bricks in the center there? Do I have more bricks to put in the center? I have bricks to put in the center if I can put them in the center. Like so, just to separate it out a little bit. Yeah, no, I totally get that, for sure. I was attempting to figure out how the thing worked, and it still wasn't looking quite right. It's still not looking quite right, but I think that is a little bit better. I'm not sure how much depth I'll be able to put into this whole structure, but I'm still working on it. Depth is definitely a thing I'd like to do, though. So Invar gear, I need this doohickey, and then nether brick. I need nether brick. Whoa, almost went the wrong direction. Nether brick. Una más. Okay, so this is the pyrolytic doohickey. So that will get me coal coke. I don't know how much I need at the moment. So HOP graphite. I need 12. And that means I need 56? 56 coal coke? Okay, that's awesome. So let's get that moving, I suppose. This will have to be manual for now, I think. No, not that button. I need to augment, which means I need to upgrade. Hooray, let's upgrade. Alright, so that's the thing. And yeah, the pillars are going to look weird without a roof line, but I'm going to end up moving this whole room, etc., into maybe one of the sides here. So it'll end up being an interior room, and I'm not entirely sure how that's going to look. Because if I take the bricks and build an interior wall out of them, that's going to leave me with fairly little interior space to work with, and it's going to be like this one floor is blue. So I'm not entirely sure if I want to stick with that or how I want to do that. Because this interior is only 7 by 7, so if I do that, it's going to leave me with a 5 by 5 interior, which is really not going to be enough space. So I either need to make this structure much bigger, or I need to figure out a way to add depth in a different manner. And I don't know how yet. Still thinking. Still braining. What else do I need? Nothing else at the moment. So that can go in there. It's just going to do its thing. Friggin' eventually. Jesus. Alright, that's going to take a while. Alright, so that'll eventually get my rods available for me. However... might need to make this thing bigger out the back. So I need charcoal, which is going to end up having to be like right here-ish. And then coal is going to end up being here after being ground down. And then coal is going to need to get ground down again to go into here. Maybe it has to go the other way. So charcoal, ground down, into coal, ground down, and then into here. So this definitely needs to have more room out the back. Okie dokie. So, let's make a bag of some kind. So we've got the bag of holding, but that requires magical wood, which is a pain in the ass to make. Actually, that's not nearly as bad. Except I need diamonds, never mind. So that's a buff. I can't get that bag of holding. What other bags do we have? We have sacks. Traveler sack, which is not terrible. Except I need void crystal, which is a block of coal. That's easy enough. There's also backpack. Except for these backpacks are all kind of not good. And I can't actually put certain things in them. Like the mining backpack can only take things like ores and whatnot. We also have... We don't have the knapsack in this one. What about... So we do have the ender pouch, which would not be a terrible idea. So let's go with the ender pouch, because that will work for me for multiple different reasons. And I need an ender chest to go along with it. Whoops. Wrong recipe. Do I already have one of these? I do already have one of these. Fuck it, make more. Make more for when I want them. Alright, so that is actually going to take place of this chest here. And the reason for that is, I will keep coming back here. Like, just on habit, since I've had it for so long, I will keep coming back here and opening up this chest to grab shit. Only to realize that I didn't have to come back here. So if I had the pouch in my pocket that also links to this chest, like so, then I don't have to worry about it. So, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take all of this stuff, put some of it away. You can go away. You can go away. You and you and you can go away. You can go away. Alright. So you can go away. And this can stay white. I don't care. You can go right there. And then I can just put all of the tools back into it. I need you. It's not nearly as big of a chest as I remember, but that's okay. Okay, so I need a wood barrel. No, I don't need a wood barrel. I just need charcoal. So I'm going to do what I kind of intended to do before. I'm going to grab another one of these ender chests. And this one is going to get colored a slightly different color. So we've got dark gray holding blocks of charcoal. I'm going to have a second ender chest holding regular pieces of charcoal. And that's going to be light gray, I think. Because that makes sense. And then I will need another set. Okay. I thought I had this thing set by name. Oops, wrong button. There we go. I had it sorted by name, just inverse, because I was dumb. Okay, so I need the ender chest. It's not in there, which means it's going to be in here. Not exactly a startling change, but it is a change nonetheless. And then I need the item translocators. so we're going to turn you off for a moment here. You are filtered, perfect. Okay, so you're going to go right here. And you're going to take that one. And you're going to get filtered for just regular old charcoal. And while I'm at it, I'm going to glowstone these. Yeah, one glowstone, because all I need to do is glowstone the output. You're going to get that, which does stacks at a time, hella fast. Alright, so now we have a box for charcoal. And this box will have charcoal in it, which I can then grind with a pulverizer and jam up into the coke bricks. So that is going to be that. That's going to turn into coal, and then I need a second pulverizer. Second pulverizer. You know, one of these days, I'll remember that I don't have flint in the network. Alright, so I think I'm going to want both of these to happen pretty quickly. So I think I want to upgrade them. I do not have enough invar again. There are more things that I need to automate. And it was funny because I was watching another guy do this, and he had pure automation in mind. He automated damn near everything right off the bat. So it seemed to me like when he was doing it, he knew the pack inside and out, and he was automating everything pretty much the moment it was available. And I need to do that. I need to do at least some of that. Because right now I've been doing a lot of manual work. And granted, I don't mind a lot of manual work. But it is definitely happening. What can I use clay for? I can use clay to make casts. I can make bricks. Sure, why not? Do the thing. I'll just use the last of it. Okay, so I need invar. But that is part of why I wanted buildings, because once I've got buildings to put stuff into, then I'm much more comfortable setting up permanent automation processes. That's kind of why I've been hesitant to do it up until now, is just I didn't want to have to move it all once I already automated it. Okay, so those are the augments, and then I want augments for processing speed. Oops, I want two more because I want two per machine. And actually, I will do a third one for the HOP machine. There we go. So we already have 19 cold coke, and the creosote is full, and apparently it just voids the rest of the creosote, which I don't care about. I don't care at all that it's voiding the creosote. I can essentially make infinite of that if I want. So yeah, that's fine. It's interesting to know that it does void the creosote. Because a lot of machines like this that have a full liquid output will stop processing until it's emptied. So that's interesting to know. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is interesting. Alright, so we've got this, we've got pulverizers. So I've got charcoal coming in, it's going to get pulverized down, and then it's going to go into the coke brick, come out and get pulverized again, and then end up over here. So what I think I want to do is put this pulverizer over here, and this one is going to be outputting, let's convert that quick, this one is going to be outputting the pulverized coal needed for this. And then it's going to be taking in coal from the side, which is going to be coming from here. Okay. Oh, I put my hammer away. See, that's why I wanted a bag. Because I keep putting shit away when I shouldn't be. We'll go ahead and just plop that like that. Off. Well, we'll off all of these for now. I might still use them, but don't know yet. Alright, so then we need another pulverizer going into this thing. And that's going to go... Can I do it right here? I think I can. So if I do that and then output that side, it should be able to push straight into here. Okay. And then this can actually just go right on top. And then input and then auto input. Should be able to auto do the charcoal like so, and then dump straight into here. Hooray! That's happening. I might even be able to put this directly adjacent to it as well. So let's do that. So input, auto in. Hooray! That's working. Okay, so this is going to be filtered input of charcoal. There should not be any more filtering of inputs needed. This one's already filtered in. This one can be turned off. This one can be turned off. That one's just filtered for that. This one is already filtered for that. There's no other input needed. This one's only output. Okay. So then I should be able to just set this one back output. And then I need to remember to turn this thing on, actually. On. Hooray! Bonk. 1. No worries, Doc. Glad to have you here. I figured there would be a lot of log farming off camera when you're doing your giant forest builds. I've been keeping up on that one. I'm very interested to see how it's going to go. All right. So we have a situation here. And this is a situation that I've been hoping to not have to do, but it's looking kind of like I'll need to. To have any sort of tolerable speed for this process, this machine is the only way that I can get coal. Like, literally the only way I can get coal. So the only way that I'm going to be able to do this quickly is to speed this machine up. And to speed this up, I have to use the thing that's in my bag that I forgot about already, the acceleration wand. But the problem is that right-clicking this acceleration wand does not actually work. And there's a reason for that. And I did actually learn this watching that other guy do his stream or do his video. this machine, since it is a multi-block structure, the block that is technically doing all the work is dead center. Dead center, not reachable through any of these means. So, that's challenging. And the way that he did it was through a specific block, and I might need to do that as well, but there might be another one as well. There is a block in Actually Additions called the Phantom Face, and I don't know for sure if this works. However, it needs diamonds, so never mind, I guess. Looks like I'm going to have to do it through that one and only method. And that method is... What the hell is it called? The Ender Porcupine or something like that? So, Ender Porcupine. This is an Extra Utilities 2 thing. It requires GP, which is weird. But the Ender Porcupine allows this block to act as a buffer. Or not a buffer, but a remote access to a block. So you jam this porcupine somewhere, and then you tell it exactly where it's pointing. So I can point it to the center block of the structure that I can't normally touch. And then anything I do to the Ender Porcupine will translate that into action. So, I need GP. And I don't have much experience in getting GP. And I don't actually know how much GP I need. Requires GP proportional to the distance covered, but that doesn't tell me what the proportion is. Is it 1 to 1? Is it 70 to 1? I have no idea. GP is not something I'm too terribly familiar with making. Weird. They're all Extra Utilities blocks, but they all disappear when I type in Extra Utilities. Interesting. Okay. So, this is a thing that I need to figure out. And to make GP, we have a couple options. We've got the manual mill. It provides 15 GP, but only as long as you're clicking it. And then we've got the water mill, which is 4 GP. There are methods of making these fairly efficient, but I don't know them, so I would have to look that up. The windmill just kind of generates GP by sitting there. Solar and lunar, those just generate passive GP. It's something like 1 per block, either by sun power or by moon power, so you'd have to set up a dual set, 1 for sun and 1 for moon. They're not terribly expensive, so it might be worth doing just to have a couple of them. I think it kind of depends on how much of the Ender Porcupine I'm going to end up using. So I think... Yeah, let's start off with making the Ender Porcupine and see what's required from there. So I need resonant crystal, I can do all that. Why did that not work? What am I missing? I am missing regular old stone. That makes sense. Okay, Porcupine, Power Manager, clicky click. Porcupine, all of those things, get. So we now have a Porcupine. So if we do that, so it is currently at -2, 69, and -29. And if I look at this, I am currently at 0.5, 68, and 28. Okay. So if I stand here, This is the -2. So I need to go to -4. And that should be it. So, -4. So it is currently scanning that spot. Alright. So we've got 50 in here right now. And grid power is 2 required. So yes, it is a 1-for-1. Good to know. So that means I don't need much in the way of grid power at the moment. I will definitely need more later, but that does spare me how much I need to make right now. So let's just do solar for right now. It is 2 of these. I did not need that many, but that's okay. So I'll just make 2 solars and 2 lunars, so I don't have to worry about it. It requires 16 GP. So I need to get those solars out there first before I can even make the lunars. Good to know. Good to know. And I am missing the polished stone, which I already have in here. Had in here. I don't know why those are in the wrong box, but sure. Let's put them in here now. Polished stone. So that then gives me 3 solars to put out here. And I should, hopefully, have enough now. Alright. Just barely enough, but I have enough. And this kind of goes back to I really don't like when mod makers decide to make their own unique, fun little things. Like this one requiring an entirely separate power system. That's not really up my alley. There we go. That's done. So now I've got the purple things that I can make lunars out of so that I don't have to worry about it going dry on me. Okay, so now we have enough GP to use this thing. This is unfortunately a really difficult way to find out if this is working or not. So we've got 6 in here. I think we need to push past that. Does not appear to be working too terribly well. I think it is. I need something like a mechanical user. Which is in here somewhere. I heard a thing. Things happened. Alright, so we got a mechanical user. And this will let me see kind of how it works without me looking at it. So right now, a little bit faster than a drop per second. Maybe it is a drop per second. It's hard to say for sure. This mechanical user can go here? No? No? Okay. So they need to be placed a certain way. Awesome. This way? Yeah, that way. Okay. So use item on block. Right click. Left slot only. Always on. It is going faster. Maybe roughly double faster. And then this does not appear to use any grid power. Good to know. So here's the thing that we can do. And this is the thing I was kind of hoping not to do, because it does actually generate lag. But you can stack those wands. I was trying to avoid doing this, but when we've got a slowdown like that one machine being the slowest possible machine, being the only way to make something, kind of have to deal with it for now. But let me review coal just to make sure I'm not missing something. Coal can be crafted from crushed coal, which does not help me at all. Coal can be crafted from coal ore, which does not help me at all. Coal can be crafted from mobs, which does not help me. Coal can be duplicated by the conjuration catalyst with redonkulous sums of mana. So if and when I get to a position where I can absorb mana like no one's business, I could switch over to this method. But that's distant future, I think, because this is still requiring me to set up the portal first, which is locked behind diamonds, of course. So then there's this method, the pulverized charcoal to coal. Crusher, 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 crusher? Block of coal, okay. Crusher, squeezer, squeezer, crusher, crusher, squeezer, crusher, squeezer. Okay. So none of that. Coal, coal, smelting coal. Yeah. So that is literally the only option. The only option is to get that thing moving. So I need the time wand. Is it time? Acceleration wand. And they intentionally made these cheap. Normally these wands are ridiculously expensive, but they intentionally made them cheap because they knew that you're going to need a lot of them to fully accelerate everything. So let's make another user. And you can stack a lot of these. You can stack, I think, you can stack 3 without a problem, supposedly. And then you can stack 4 with minimal lag. And potentially 5 will break your game. So you have to be careful when using these things. I like that the mechanical user does not use GP though. So, use item, left slot only, dappy dap. So this wand is speeding up this wand, which is speeding up this machine. So now it's going quite a bit faster. It's actually almost going faster than these machines will pull in. But that's not a problem. So I can do bop, and then I can do bop. Okay, so that now will speed up the production of the pulverized charcoal, and I need an output for sulfur. Okay, so that's a thing. Ponder, ponder. Since I am making sulfur here, I might use it. I know, weird, right? Using sulfur? the weirdest thing ever. So sulfur can be used to make pyrotheum dust, which I will probably need at some point. In fact, I know I will need it at some point, because blazing pyrotheum goes into alloying to make ardite, so I know I need that. Plus, it's used for a few other things. It can be used to make quite a bit of power, actually, which might be a thing I need to look into soon. It can be used to do things. The resonant upgrade kits might be an interesting thing to do in the future, but the resonance, a long ways off, I think. But sulfur primarily is going to be used to actually get blaze powder, using Essence of Knowledge, which is the Thinker. So if I got a magma crucible and a fluid transposer over here, I could basically endlessly make blaze powder, which I think I will want to do. Looks like I can't use blaze powder to make blaze rods, which is unfortunate. Because normally it's the other way around. Normally it is blaze rods to make blaze powder, so that's understandable. Just hoping that they did that. Apparently not. But I do need to keep an eye on my potential power usage. Because now that I'm doing these machines, they are running at 120 RF per tick. And that's quite a lot, because these are normally 20 RF per tick. So 120 RF per tick means that they're running essentially 5 times their normal, and I need to make sure that my system can handle that. Looks like it's mostly intermittent usage though, so that's not too terrible. But I need to keep an eye on my charcoal production. This is going to have to swap out for a permanent charcoal chest like we've got over there. Okay, how are we doing over here? We've got our coal coke. So this coal coke needs to be pulverized down to coke dust, and then goes into the squeezer. So I did entirely forget about the squeezer, by the way. Totally forgot about that, not even gonna lie. Because I got distracted by all the things that were needed to get into the squeezer in the first place. So this can go away, that can get ground down. And I think we need to work on the squeezer. So, squeezer. 6 steel scaffolding. 2 fluid pipes. I think I have some. Yep, 2 fluid pipes, okay. 1 redstone engineering block. 2 light engineering blocks, so I didn't even need the heavy. Which means I need iron here. Have my hammer on me, duh. And I need 2 of them, so I need 3, 4, I need 16. Which means I need another damn hammer. Okay. Why am I not using this iron plate recipe? The crap's up with me. However, I will get my hammer back, because I need that. to make the light engineering blocks. Four wooden barrels. Which barrels are those? Those are the engineering barrels. That would be this barrel. I need more treated wood planks, and I can do that because I have the creosote oil. Okay, 4 barrels. 4 barrels. Piston and steel fence. That one. Okay, I have all of the things for the squeezer. It does require power, I believe, so I should probably build it somewhere nearby that has power requirements. The only concern that I have is, do I need it over here? I don't think so. I don't think I need it over here. Let's build it somewhere useless for now that has power, and then I will figure it out from there. So we happen to have a spot over here that just got torn up, so let's finish clearing this. Okay, then we can do the projector to get the squeezer down. I have no idea how much space this is going to take up. Sure. Sure. Oops. I need that. That's not where that goes. Okay. That goes there, and then piston probably needs to be rotated. And then fence goes here, here, and here. The whole thing appears to be done. And right-clicky, 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 right-clicky. Aha! Right-clicky. There we go. Red line go away. Red line go away. Normally red line go away when I make projector go elsewhere. There we go. Okay. So power goes here. Sure. Okay. Output's gonna be out front. Input, I guess, back-ish. Now the squeezer is typically meant to squeeze liquids, but we also need it apparently to squeeze the powder into rods, or ingots, or whatever. But yeah, this is one of the many sweet machines. This machine I think I will eventually make use of for power. Possibly soon, because I'm going to need more power soon here. But I can squeeze liquids using this machine, and then those liquids will be combined and fermented and all sorts of fun stuff in other machines. And we can make some fuel out of that. But yeah, it's a nifty metal squeezer press thing. I like it. I need... That's still going. How much do I have? 48. Probably can start squeezing. Squeeze. Oh. Power. Oh. Ho ho. Hokey dokey. That was a massive power sink. Hey, Rebel Reaper, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. So I think I just need 8 more, so that'll almost happen. How's stuff going over here? That's going on. That's going. Ooh, almost already full on sulfur. I need a drawer for that. Drawer, please. I probably should have like a filtered output to get some coal on the side, but I don't think I need too much in the way of coal. If I do, I will figure that out later. So this can be bottom output yellow. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's that. I need my key. Just lock that. This can come out here. See, I still don't like having to do this. It feels really hacky. But it's kind of necessary. And I don't mind having sulfur, so, you know, I can't complain too much about that. Okay, so, what was I doing? Right. Actually, we're almost done with this. I'll put 5 back for now. I just need to squeeze this. This might be not me not being able to math properly, but that's okay. So HDP goes into ingots, and the ingots get turned into graphite electrodes. And I need 3 of those. 4 of those. 3 of those. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I need more. I do not do Elmo impressions. I did Elmo impressions in my youth, and it was a terrible time. Terrible time was had by all. 7 and 8 is the answer to that. Okay, so I need more HOP. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. I don't know why I couldn't math that for the moment, but that's my life right now. So coal is a thing that I'm going to need, I think, but not too terribly much. Oh, that's fine. I don't do shit on commands, so if you feel like leaving because I don't do an Elmo impression, so long to you, sir. I am not your meat puppet. Alright, so how does this go? This is still the bottleneck. Because the problem is, we need 8 in here to make one thing, and we need 8 in here to make one diamond. So that's 64 coal needs to happen. Which is not happening very quickly, even though I've got this thing sped up. Do I do another wand? I think I do another wand. I hate doing it, but it's happening. Oh, I don't have a red thing. I need a red thing. Give me a red thing. Red thing. Alright. Another frackin' user. You know what? I'm gonna leave those there. Just as a reminder. Use left pop. And now does not appear to be going any faster. Actually, it's going a little bit faster. Sort of. I'll leave it. That'd be good for now. I do need to start either using that sulfur or avoiding it. Because once this drawer fills up, which is going to take a long time, by the way. It's going to take a long time to fill that up. But once this fills up, no more diamonds. Is the bottom line to that. So, yeah. That eventually needs to happen. I'm going to do a thing. Nah. Alright, all those can go away, that can go away, that can go away. Full can go away. Energy conduits. Wait. So these can go crafting components. Oh. 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 So I don't have the blueprint required to make the arc furnace electrodes. So I can't use them in this engineer's workbench. So then my only method is the metal press. And that only makes 50% integrity graphite electrodes. I don't like this part. That's unfortunate. So I need 5 more steel plates. Okay. Just put away my hammer. And then I need the press rod. And then I may need to have yet another metal press. I could probably get away with using one of these temporarily, but I don't recall if the rods disappear when they are used or if they just stay broken when they're used. If they stay broken when they're used, I can just keep extracting and reusing the same ones. If they disappear when they're used, I have to constantly produce more. So, that's a thing. Okay. So this is still happening. I'm going to go ahead and start grinding these down. Tell you what, I am going to cheat a little bit. That still is not all that fast. It's faster, but still not fast. Alright, so it's actually a hell of a lot faster, but still. Okay, done. Now this needs to go over here and do the same thing. Luckily this one's a lot faster. Look at that power drop though. So this doesn't just speed up the block, it basically makes ticks happen faster. So this is using 14 RF per tick, but ticks are now happening a lot faster. Ticks are normally 20 per second, and I don't actually know how fast this makes it. Does it say? No, it does not. Haha! Need a faster mode. So that's what I need to do on those other wands. I forgot to up their mode. There we go. Alright, so that's that. And this needs to get those, which is going to burn all of the possible power. What is the power rating on that? Minus 640. So 640 is currently what this whole process over here is producing. So this machine is able to use all of that power. Good to know! Really? Really? Alright then. Okay, so I need to go in here and swap out these wands. Ho ho! Yeah, that's good. That's much better. It is now faster than this pulverizer can work. So I don't need the third wand in there. For now. I might speed up the pulverizer at some point to take more coal. But for right now, that's as fast as that needs to go. Okay. So I'll just leave that there because I might need it eventually. Coal's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to turn that off. Steal that. Put that down. That doesn't work that way. Okay. What if I did that? No? Did I get the right thing? I don't think I got the right thing. It's the right thing. Four graphite ingots with the metal press rod equals 50% electrode. I have graphite ingots. These aren't filtered at all. Okay. So why doesn't that work? What if I did that? Told it that it can do that. No. Okay. I mean, the good news is that we're loaded on compressed coal balls. They don't stack, by the way. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Oh, they do stack. It's just spreading the love. Okay, got it. Why can't I get that to work? So let me try again. Remove that. Put that in. Can you just do that? Oh, it did work this time. Okay. That is fine. Okay. I don't know why that didn't work, but we're good now. So now I have these three 50% rods. Fluorescent tube. Jigga, what? Did it... Okay. That's a new item. I don't know what that is. But it is part of the mod, so it's not something added for this pack. Now there's a couple things that we can do with these electrodes. We can enchant them with something? It's not protection. Is there a durability enchant? I think there might be. Or it might be efficiency. Unbreaking, that sounds like the right one. So how do I make unbreaking? Can we only make unbreaking one? It appears to be. Interesting. I'll have to look into that further. I might have to make more of these rods at some point or another. The other possibility is the item repairer. Now this will have to be future because it does require blocks of diamond. But I could potentially set up a thing that filters these Once they get below a certain percentage, I can pull them out, repair them, put them back in again. But for right now, we'll just do all of those. So now those rods kick in and start doing zappy zaps. Not getting nearly enough power though. It should eventually work. But it takes something like 30,000 RF per operation. I just don't know. I don't know for sure if it has enough power to do a thing. Ah, okay. I can see it up here. So if you look up in the upper corner, you can see that progress bar very slowly ticking forward. So what that tells me is I don't have nearly enough power coming into this thing. And if I look down here, well, we have power in the buffers. Ah, right. These cables, these conduits will cap out at 640. So I could potentially put out more power. But since I'm only producing 600 RF per tick anyway, and I have 10 of these, so 600 RF per tick is the total that I'm producing. This can move 640. So these buffers are very slowly emptying, but not by much. So this is a perfect cable setup at the moment, but it will definitely be a problem in the near future. So I need to look into either upgrading my cables here or doing something else with power movement. My favorite power movement option is this one. This one, the full one. Cryo-stabilized flux duct. It's kind of a pain to make because you need to have gelid cryotheum, which is blizz powder, redstone, snowball. Blizz powder is cryotheum dust. Wait. Blizz powder is fluid transfuser, snowball with liquid XP. So that's one of those things that I might have to start automating soon rather than later. But the reason that it's my favorite is transfers infinite RF per tick. Infinite is the answer there. It does truly do infinite. People have tested this, millions and millions of RF per tick. They work just fine. But these flux plugs also can do infinite, so I could potentially just jam my entire network full of plugs and it will work fine. So let's see, what was the price on these again? Electrum, hardened glass, which is doable, and resonant flow. Oh, resonant, right. So Enderium is the problem here. Enderium is lead plus platinum. Platinum cannot be acquired except for pulverizing nickel. There are different ways to get it, but yeah, pulverizing nickel is essentially the only way to get it. So I'm going to need to do that. Which means I need to get nickel ore, which means I need to do molten nickel on top of stone to get nickel ore to then pulverize it. Royal pain in the ass, basically. I thought there was a spot that I could do 100%. Looks kind of like the answer is no. %, in the crusher. No, 10%. So 10% shit. But you can upgrade the pulverizers to have a better chance of their secondary output, so that's a thing. But yeah, ultimately I will be pouring nickel, grinding it down to make more nickel and pulverized platinum. That's the only way I'm going to get it. So I think the infinites might not be in my future, at least not anywhere near future. Signalum I still have to make. Signalum is... what are you, Signalum? And redstone. So that's not horrible, I just need to actually make it. But this kind of goes back to the needing to automate all of the things. So that's happening. That's happening. That's did. That's did. That's done. This is happening. We have a diamond. Diamond get. We have a single diamond. Hooray! Hooray! We're about a third of the way to get our second diamond, but I don't need it just yet. All of this work to get a single diamond. Like this entire bloody setup to get a single diamond. It is slow. Once I get more power into this thing, it will have the means to do it faster. Because right now it's running off of 640. Yeah, 640. And it has the means to take up to 4096 times 3. So it can take 4096 in each of those plugs in the back. So that is a thing, which means I just need to produce more power. And you can see with each tick of 30 RF, it ticks up about 5% roughly. So if I had 30,000 RF per tick coming in every second or two, it would take a lot less time to do a diamond. But for right now, that's all I'm going to get. So, single diamond, another diamond coming. This press mold will have to go away for now. Now, what the hell did I want the diamond for? I don't remember. I don't remember at all. I know it was stopping me from progressing in Botania. Yes, okay. So, what I need the diamond for is Terrasteel. Each Terrasteel requires a mana diamond, a mana pearl, and a mana ingot slapped onto that Terrasteel agglomeration plate. And I need at least 2 pieces of Terrasteel to open up the portal to start getting the pink stuff. And to open up the portal, I need a place to put it. So I think that's going to have to go into the basement. Where this is going to be a wide open field, basically. I think I might do dirt or something like that. But, yeah, I need to set up the portal. So that might be next time? Because that portal is really stopping me from getting some stuff. Because if I don't get the portal, I can't get the crystals. I need the V crystals to get started in Thaumcraft. And I need the portal active to get the crystals. And with these Rune of Balance and the need for these crystals, I know I need a lot of crystals. Ooh, you can get those too? Okay. I'm going to need the portal open all of the time. And I'm going to need to have these essentially on autocraft, either through the runic altar. Actually, the runic altar would definitely be the better answer, at least until I can automate Terrasteel, because the runic altar method does not require Terrasteel, so that's good. What's up, William? Welcome. Mutated grass, eerie grass is a conversion. Good to know. Let's make an eerie mask. I can do that. Full oral gray. Mana string. String. I need gray. Do I have enough gray? I have enough gray. Eerie mask. Why? Because I can. That's really the only answer to that. So I have a diamond. I have an eerie mask. It's didn't need it at the moment, but I have it because I will need those eerie masks on autocraft to make these ruins of balance because it's needed for the mutated grass. So that's fun. The only possibility is that if I craft with the eerie mask and make the mutated grass, it might potentially give the mask back. Only way to find out is to actually try to craft it. But I might actually use the infused grass to make the basement. Ooh, forgot about that. Backwards, there we go. Because I love the look of the infused grass. I might even find a way to do both. Half purple, half teal, because those are kind of my colors. I do like the purple and teal colors. I was very happy when I saw that this was my item I need to craft with, because I do love the purple and the teal colors. So I might do some sort of mishmash of the two in the basement there. Not sure how that would work yet. We'll figure it out later. But yes, I have a diamond. I have a diamond. Ah, Bart Raid. Bart Raid. Oh my god. Hi, Bart. Hey, Bart. I have a diamond. I have a diamond, Bart. I have 2 diamonds. I have 2 diamonds. Hooray. This is the entire setup required to make diamonds. It's a very familiar coal crushing process. And ultimately, I have to electrode compressed coal balls with lapis to make diamonds. So that's the thing I'm doing right now. It's all friggin' night. I've been doing this the whole friggin' night. I'm actually just about to be done though, so whoever's coming in for the raid, I do appreciate you coming in, but I am ending it very shortly here. This took me... I've been at it for 4 hours. Yeah, that's about right. I had to do all of this nonsense, and then I had to set up a squeezer as well, because I had to make the HOP and all that fun stuff. So yeah, this has been a nightmare. It's been a fun nightmare, but a nightmare nonetheless. I currently am rocking a pair of stacked fastest acceleration wands to constantly run this thing. So that's awesome. Because this is the only way to get coal in this pack. You have to grind down charcoal and then turn it into this. And then the coal has to get ground down again to go into here to craft into the coal ball and get started. So yeah, it's quite a mess. But this is my first like significant automation that I've done in a while. I've been doing a lot of manual work with this really haphazard mess in the middle. So I'm attempting to build outward and have some permanent automation put into place. So I'm finally starting to automate more in this pack, which is silly, because that should really be done from the beginning. But yeah, this is my first major-ish automation process. It's not pleasant. I set it up and I was ashamed of myself as I was setting it up because it's so gross. just gross. But it works, so I'm not to worry too much about it. But yeah, I have diamonds now. And I actually have 2 diamonds, so I could potentially do the Botania portal right now. But that's a little bit too much for me right now. And I don't have mana set up where the portal is going to end up being. So that's gonna have to be next time. I'll have to set up some sort of permanent mana process over there. So yeah, that's things. So it feels like I didn't accomplish all that much tonight, but I did automate the entire diamond creation process, minus lapis being fed into here. And then I'll eventually... 3 diamonds! 3 diamonds! I'll eventually have to figure out how to tackle the electrode problem. Hey Bart, do you remember, do the electrodes break after they get to 0%, or do they stay a 0% item? Because I don't remember. Everything's happening, everything's doing, things are working. You think they break? Okay. So my options are either automate the production of those, which is a pain, or find a way to pull them out when they're at low percentage and item repair them with actual additions, if that works. Oops. Because there is the item repairer. That does require me getting quite a few diamonds, so I might need to make a couple of them in the process while I wait, but that'll be a thing. That'll be a problem for later me to handle. Because current me does not have to worry about that. Alright, so, yeah, that was quite the run. That was awesome though. Finally got that done. I am proud of my little setup here. It's a little bit janky in spots, but it otherwise works well. and I'll figure out how to make this thing look pretty later. So for right now, that is it. I have nothing else in me. I have no more brain left. I have 3 diamonds, so, you know, that's good. Diamonds. Hooray, diamonds. Please come back to me. Please come back. Oh, thank God. Alright, so that is all I have. Very soon, maybe not tomorrow, but very soon I will be starting up a couple new games. I've got a couple votes in. I'm going to keep the votes open for a few more days to see what comes up. And probably going to end up doing all 4 of them, but I kind of want to see which ones get done first. But those votes are going, so feel free to vote in the Discord if you have an idea of what you want me to play. And that will be it. So, thank you all for coming. Thank you for any subs and follows that I might have missed. And I will see you all next time. Bye!